have only made mistakes that would have been fixed with a slice of cheesecake. Demo Salvatore was my 18 dream, but now the only one I be with is Chandler Bing. Yeah, here I am talking to you since I'm 30 as fuck.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 30 as fuck. I'm Vanessa Rossi and I'm your host, and I'm so excited to share with you all the things I learned before I reached 30 and what I'm learning right now. So if you're in your early 30s or late 30s, or you're getting close to the line, or you just want to listen to secrets and wisdom from an older lady, that will be me. This is your place. In this podcast, we're going to talk about also mental health. But I wanted to just tell you right away that I am not a therapist. I don't have any degree, and everything I share with you is only based on personal experience and my 3 years of therapy. God bless my therapist. So let's go deep into this new episode. So today we're going to talk about the art of being happy. And you will be probably thinking, Vanessa, what the heck are you talking about? Like happiness, like who really knows what happiness is? Today I feel good, tomorrow I don't. Well, I'm going to just share with you what I think helped me to reach happiness, and then you can give it a try if you want and let me know. Okay, let's start by saying that happiness is different for everyone. It has different shapes, colors, smells, and taste. And it's your responsibility to find it, and only yours. There are people that find happiness in their work or family or friends or trips and so and so. What has been clear to me is that happiness changes in time and space, meaning that what was making me happy like 2 years ago is sure not what is making me happy right now. So I struggled a little bit in the past few years because I needed to understand better what real happiness was and how to stick with it for a longer time. Maybe we can even not call it really happiness, but like content, like that kind of state of mind that always makes you feel good. I didn't want it to be just made up of a few moments. I wanted to be like something constant. So I think I found the secret potion, the spell. I'm an Harry Potter fan, and I'm actually doing the rewatch right now, little like parentheses, or the recipe. Happiness for me is the combination of flexibility and the ability of being the present. Okay, let me develop this a little bit further. Let's start from flexibility. I am going to use a Game of Thrones example to explain the idea of flexibility. Don't worry, if you didn't watch it, I'll keep it simple. Okay, in Game of Thrones, there are two strong women that in a way or another have the same type of dream. They want to become queen. For those who watched Game of Thrones, I'm talking about Sansa and Daenerys. So Sansa was just a kid who thought that marrying the future king would have been a good option to take her place very close to the throne. And although she wouldn't have had any real power, the idea to be queen was very appealing to her. Well, it didn't go as planned, but at the end, although she went through like very, very bad situation, dangerous sometimes, and she had to experience things that I would not even wish to my worst enemy, she became queen of the North, and despite everything, she got what she wanted. The other character is Daenerys. She had kind of the same dream. She wanted to become queen of the Seven Kingdoms, and she moved mountains to get there. Literally conquered like places and, kingdoms and everything that you can think of. And also she had to go through like very, very disgusting and difficult things. But she was so focused on her goal that nothing could have stopped her. Guess what? She never sat on the throne. Now, a little bit spoiler, sorry, if you never watch it. Now, you might be a little bit confused and be like, Vanessa, what the heck are you talking about? So let me explain. Sansa was flexible. She changed and shaped with life. She took what she got and tried to make the best of it. And because of that, she became Queen of the North. And let me tell you, although she didn't really got what she wanted at the beginning, she ended up with a better deal. Daenerys lost everything because she pursued the idea she had at the beginning until the end. She didn't shape. She didn't evolve. She was stuck with it. And whatever was kind of like frightening it was making her even like wanted it more until she literally lost her mind and even her throne. I'm not telling you you will lose your mind if you don't learn to be flexible. I'm just saying that sometimes life gives us what we want in a different shape that is totally different from what we imagine, and that being ready to listen and have the ability to understand it will make such a difference. Now, bear with me and my complicated mind here, okay? Let's move on to the present part. Okay. The art of being in the present. Okay. The present, the most difficult place to be. I spent most of my life literally running from the past and chasing the future. So take it from me. I know it is difficult to be in the present and to not get caught up by the craziness of life, but we must try. Thank God I realized that I was wasting so much time, precious time, doing like running from the past and chasing the future. And sometimes if maybe we can think about also about those two things and rename it as depression and anxiety, because depression is literally like being scared of the past and anxiety is about being scared of the future. So let's dig in a little bit more. I know it's redundant, but the only way to deal with the future is therapy. I know. I don't think there's any other way to deal with the past and work it out. It doesn't matter where you come from or how old you are or color of your skin. Every single one of us has a trauma that has to deal with or had a trauma that had to deal with from the past. So there's no better way to be in the present than dealing with the past. And guess what? There is not a shortcut for that. Sit down with a professional and start talking. Again, I know it's redundant and I know that sometimes can be very expensive, but you need to prioritize this. It's like going to the gym. It's like taking a walk. It's like eating healthy. You have to be able to be balanced and feed every single part of you, your body, your mind, and your soul. Another thing that you need to make peace with it is the future. Flash news. We don't have any control over anything. Don't get me wrong, I believe in manifestation. I believe in putting out in the world good energy. But as I said before, life is going to give you what you want, but most certainly not as you expected. I will give you a personal example. Since the age of 16, I wanted to leave my small town and my home country, and the plan was to move to LA since I wanted to pursue my acting career. Flash forward 10 years, where I'm finally packing my bags to move to another side of the planet, but the city is different. The city is Vancouver, and now I have a beautiful life here, and LA seems way too chaotic for me. So as I said before, my manifestation came to life, just not as I expected. And the same can happen with everything else in your life. Job, house, love life, friends, and so and so. So basically, it's pretty easy, right? I just give you the cocktail. It's pretty easy. You master those three things, deal with the past, let go of the future, and be flexible. And there's nothing else left to be in the present. I know it sounds difficult, but I felt the same. When I worked through it with my therapist, I thought she was crazy. I was like, me? I have to have everything under control. Me? Not happening. But then I gave myself a chance and I started from small things, such as buy the pants that I like, booked a trip. Although I didn't know if my visa would have been extended, I bleached my hair. Bad decision, by the way. I joined an online business because I wanted to see if it was for me, and I started a podcast. Just do what your heart desires in the limit of common sense, please, and the law. Thank you. And stop worrying about the future or what people will think. Use the lessons you learned so far from the past and make it the present a better place. You will wake up one day one day in your future and realize you got everything you wanted anyway. Just, you got there through a different road, let's say. The present, it is the best place to be. I cannot talk anymore. I've been talking for too long. I'm sorry. The present is the best place to be. And with this, before I start mumbling a little bit more, I'll let you go back to your life and try to, put in action. So I'm going to leave you with a little action to do. If you are one of the people that struggles to be in the present, I will suggest you to start a journey. I know, what is a journey? Always the same thing. We saw millions and millions and millions, but keep it simple. Something that really helps me is write down 3 things. First, things that I like about myself. And you better listen. I said like, not love. Because love, we kind of have to love ourselves. It's kind of like an automatic thing. But sometimes what we really struggle with is liking ourselves. And I'll explain you very quickly the differences. So love ourselves is like waking up, getting out of bed, shower, give ourselves food, kind of do the small things to take care of ourselves. And that's like the basic of kind of love that we have for ourselves. But when we really like ourselves, we take longer showers, we take baths, we go for nice walks, we enroll at the gym, we make ourselves very nice dinner, we enjoy a glass of wine, we take a walk in the woods, like we book the trip just because we like ourselves and we want to make us happy. So make a list of things that you like about yourself. It can be physically or even like about your personality. Second thing, things that you're grateful for. Simple things. It could be like the bed where you're sleeping, your pillow, your house, the glass of water you're holding, the hot water in the shower. Those are like, for me, it's especially small things that I try to remind myself because there are so many people in this planet that don't have any of this. And so sometimes it just ground me back. And literally it could be anything, or it could be like your friendships with someone very special, your relationship, your work, your job, like literally everything. Your passion, anything. Just put a list and move on with the third thing. The third thing is what I kind of call manifestation, and it's what I want. And I try to write it down as if it already happened and the way I would feel if I had it right now. And like most of the times I'm like, oh my gosh, like the way I would feel that time is the same way I'm actually feeling right now about other things. So it put a little bit everything into perspective, and you're gonna also end it up manifesting, and that's super, super good. Okay, I think I'm gonna let you go. It's time. So thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, please remember to like it and share it and tag me on Instagram at Vanessa Rossi, and see you soon. Ciao, ciao.